Nope, we're not going on a trip. Because today is a really bad day. Just look at the weather, guys. How the fuck am I supposed to go out? Thanks to the weather, today marks the first day of my bullshit series. And today we'll be talking about 7 tips for Malaysians to survive in Melbourne. Tip number 1. So I've been studying here for around 2 months. I believe all Malaysians that first came to Melbourne experienced this. Whenever you buy something, you try to convert into Ringgit Malaysia. Don't do that. Don't do that. You will suffer because everything is so expensive here. And then by the time you convert, this one $1. After convert to my ringgit, it's 3 ringgit. You start bullshitting and convincing yourself everything here is expensive. You as well as no need to buy anything. Adapt to the currency here as soon as possible. Since you can't afford to study here, spend the money. If you ever feel like you're broke, find a job. Work here, earn the currency here, and spend the currency here. After some time, you'll be going back to Malaysia. You can earn that money back, but once this experience is gone, you can't experience this life again. Tip number 2. This is the My Key card. This card is the golden card to your bus, to your tram, to your train, or whatever shit. Touch on your My Key card, and if they found out you didn't touch on any of these cards when you're riding on public transport, you'll get fined. Public transport here is really expensive. Always get a spare one as well whenever you go out, because in case this card is gone, you still have another card to back up. Tip number 3. The weather. I tell you, you can have 4 seasons in a day. Always check the weather before you go out. The weather here is so fucked up. It's like, you have sunlight, but it's like 17 to 18 degrees, and when the wind blows, you feel bloody cold. So, what should I wear? What should I wear? When I wear a jacket, it's too hot. But when I take off my jacket, it's too cold. When I wear a windbreaker, it's not enough for me. But if I wear a thick jacket, it's too hot for me. So every time, check the weather and decide which type of clothing you want to wear. Tip number 4. The next tip when you come to Melbourne is always obey the rules. This is not Malaysia. Once you kena the fine, you can officially say I'm broke. Because the fine here is so expensive. Whatever you do, even not walking on the pedestrian's cross, you can get a fine. You didn't touch on your card while hopping on a train, fine. 我跟你讲啊，你闯红灯啊，这里每一条街都有一个 traffic camera 的，他每次拍你哦 ，fine 到来啊，你钱包啊，妈的，像我这样子啊，空啊。If you're planning to drive, of course obey the rules. The speed limit here is really low, so don't try to speed. Don't try to lanyeng. Basically, don't break the rules. Tip number 5. In Australia, right, they don't recognize your IC. They only identify the driver license. Whenever you want to go to clubs, you want to go to casinos, bring your driver's license. It's like your ID. Bring it with you wherever you go. Tip number 6. It's not only specifically to Melbourne. Whenever you come to Australia, travel around. There are so many places for you to discover, especially when you're on exchange, which is you're only half semester here. This is what I always tell my friends. No matter in a group or being alone, just pack your bags and go. I myself, I'm on an exchange and I don't feel like I have enough time to actually travel to all of these places. In this case, time management is really important lah. Although you have studies, maybe you can try to like complete your assignments earlier, travel around on the weekends. That's what I recommend. You're actually free. Unless you have curfew and your parents are here to jaga you lah. Sorry to all parents that are watching this, but it's not necessarily every time you go out, you must inform or tell your parents. You just go adventure. This is your life. Travel around and discover new places. It will gain new experience for yourself and you will feel like, this world is so fucking amazing. Tip number 7. I know everyone comes here to study for a reason. There are so many friends I know that have different reasons, but one thing in common that everyone must practice is to be yourself. Because it's actually a new start for you. One thing that I find really glad about this exchange is I managed to brush up my survival skills and I know which part that I need to improve. Nobody is gonna do the laundry for you. Nobody's gonna cook for you. Nobody's gonna shower for you. Basically, you're doing everything on your own. I know everybody is so afraid. In Malaysia, you get judged for everything you do. Doing right or wrong, people will judge you anyways and you'll be like, fuck it. But here, just try everything you want to try. So that's all for today's bullshit session. If you do ever have any topics that you want me to discuss about or any questions you want to ask, please leave down in the comments and I'll read through it. Please like and subscribe to my channel to see more future videos like this. Ciao!